welcome back. Like months, weeks after not making a video. I look so dark. Oh my god. Like the shadows. Looks really weird. I don't know what to do. Back to the low angle because I have a low table now. Unless I like put you up there. Well, what am I talking about again? Books, of course. Because guess what? The bookstore had a English books for like $5 thing, and I was like, I'm gonna look around and get some stuff. And then I bought a book that was not $5. Yes, am I wasting money? And I have way too many books, and I told myself I was not gonna get books. Yeah, that happened. Okay, first one. Well, also I had a hell of a day. Like it went way, like it became very unexpected, and like shit happened. Nothing bad. Well, kind of bad but it wasn't for me. But it was kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna divulge because like I don't need to divulge to friends like personal problems. But it was something. Also, like I moved, and I will do a room tour. I will eventually do a room tour. It's just I've not finished cleaning, and I was gonna finish cleaning like last week, and then it became this week, and then of course I put things off again and again and again. So I'm thinking tomorrow after I do my placement test for the Japanese class. Oh my god, my lips. I'm just peeling these off. Don't comment on this. They're like already falling off. Okay. After I do the placement test for my Japanese classes, I'm probably going to clean. Because it's like tomorrow and Thursday I have time. My neck. Oh my god, my hair. I look insane. The pollen, bro. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so after I finish cleaning, I'll do a little room tour. I already did a little room tour. I should like 2 of my friends. And what I don't like this. Like, what's this? And I already did a little room tour, but like it's pretty good. It's still kind of like crazy. It's not like fully settled in, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty settled in. It's been like over 2 weeks. It's literally been like 3 weeks since I've been here, which is crazy. But like my stuff from the dorm is not all like sorted, and it's a little dusty, and it's like, yeah. So yeah. Okay, anyways, to the books. First book. This is the first one I saw too. The Pillars of the Earth. Hashtag you were in my art history class in high school, and we watched Pillars of the Earth, and there was that crazy rape scene that we had to fast forward, and I was very uncomfortable, and I was the one fast forwarding past the rape scene because why were we watching a show that was like Game of Thrones level rape scenes like in a high school art history class? I don't even know why we were watching it. Like, why weren't we learning more about art history? Also, who got a 5 on the AP test? I got a 5 on the AP test, which it was also a much easier AP test because they literally had the Last Supper in it, which is like very stupid to have an AP art history test with the Last Supper in it. Let's be honest. Very stupid. Very stupid for them. Very smart for me. I think it's also very stupid to be after high school to be bragging about your AP scores, but it's within a context. It's not like that tweet that's like, oh, Taylor Swift writes music for people who got 4 on their AP English exam, and people are like, you should have got a 5. And I'm like, one time I did like my senior AP test, very bad, but I'm blaming that on COVID and my well-being. Anyways, I've been wanting to read this for like forever, but it's never on sale, and they don't sell it at the used bookstore, and I'm always like, I need to read this because I want like a crazy fantasy Game of Thrones-esque like indulgence. And I've been reading shorter books. Well, I'll explain the book that I read last night. And I think, let's be real. What does not get enough... Okay, I wonder what my battery is because my phone is like dead. What does not get enough support? Like super short books. Like we need to go back to like the less than 100-page books. Like fuck reading those giant, like I read the giant Karlov Kornauskar books and giant like 400-page books, 500-page books, Game of Thrones level books, not level, length books. Like, why are we reading those? Like, could the author write less? Maybe they could, but there's a certain like power, like there's a certain something to writing a really long book too. But I still like, maybe I'm talking really loud. I talk so loud, oh my god. There's a certain something to writing really long books, but there's also certain something to writing really short books. Also, my dishes are on the table and it reminds me that I need to clean. I have so much to do. I'm gonna take a shower after this and then I'm gonna clean my dishes at least. Oh, I need to take my meds too. This is what happens when you go out. You buy books and then you don't do the shit you're supposed to do because you were having fun going out. Also, I got my dad his birthday card, which I need to send tomorrow. See, I have a billion things to do tomorrow. His birthday's in like a week. And then the card's not gonna get there in time. So I'm just gonna be like, happy birthday, your card is coming. I hate it when cards come late. So I also got a bookmark today, but I'm not showing that because it will reveal the bookstore I go to. It's not like everybody who follows me on here doesn't know where I live. Literally, one of you guys has come here. Anyways, why am I so off topic? I'm so hyped up. I had a coffee at like 5 o'clock, but it made me so jittery and like freaked out because like my friend was coming and like stuff happened and I was even more freaked out. So anyways, next book. Let me just take them all out. Okay. Cassidy, hashtag Cassidy cancel moments. I should have been canceled when I was reading Call of Pronouns card. Canceling, not real. The real people that need to be punished in the world never get punished. Like Enron, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Jeffrey Epstein, all of the Bushes, every single president ever, every single member of Congress ever. You're gonna be like, every single member of Congress ever? What about Bernie? Okay, maybe not Bernie. I don't know. Maybe I need to read more about Bernie. Anyways, I'm so off topic. Okay, hashtag Cassidy cancellation moment, because yet another Mishima book about a woman who numbly submits to the old man advances. Why is it so many Mishima books about older men? They're always about older men and younger women, or younger women who are actually younger men. By actually being younger men, I mean like there's a secret homosexual relationship going on. Probably this is about a secret homosexual relationship disguised as a straight relationship. Because what was this man doing? Disguising the hell out of himself. Okay, that's all I have to say. The Telegraph general knowledge crosswords. Literally, I have not been doing the mini New York Times crossword, but also fuck the New York Times. Incredibly transphobic. Some shit writing. Only good thing about them is the book section. Not even the book section sometimes. Honestly, not worth it. Why were they seen as like the defenders of democracy when Trump was president? Truly terrible. But this is the Telegraph. Is the Telegraph good? But it's British. And what are British people? Often transphobic. Not every single British person, but you know what I mean. Like the establishment. Like the Guardian. You know when like the Guardian was transphobic and then people were like, oh my god, the Guardian's shit. And then it was like, oh, the New York Times became transphobic and the New York Times is shit. And everyone's gonna be like, is the New York Times really transphobic? They really read their shit. Remember when the Atlantic wrote that crazy like cover story about that trans person and then was like, trans people are transitioning too young. Oh my god. And now everyone is like, why do people hate trans people? Why do people hate drag queens? I was like, don't you guys think as like the establishment that you do things? Anyways, guess what I almost bought and then today was $5. We are all completely beside ourselves. So I've been wanting to read this for a long time because Slate used to have the Slate audiobook club and this was one of their books and I never listened to the episode because I was like, I'm gonna read it. And then I was almost gonna buy it like regular sale price and then I passed by it and then I looked again at the books. Like I passed by this when I was looking at the $5 books. And then I passed by it, and it was there. And I was like, oh my god, I saved so much money. Oh, she wrote the Jane Austen book club? That movie has Hugh Dancy in it. I really want to watch it because he's like dumb himbo kind of character. I think himbo, bimbo, all those words are very stupid. But that's like the only way to describe his character. Okay. Then, honestly, holy grail of what I got today. A Man's Place. Annie... no, because in Japanese it's like in Japanese it's like eru no, Eduno. Because in English, I want to say like Arno, which isn't right because it's French. So it's like Eduno. Japanese is like Eduno. Eduno. Annie Eduno. See, I can't say it in English. Annie edu. See, I'm saying it in Japanese. This is very weird. Anyways, I got A Man's Place specifically because a Tumblr mutual read it and said it was really good. And I wanted to read it, and I downloaded it off of Z Library, but then it was this really corrupted version that was originally on the Internet Archive, and then it was like fucked up when I changed the format to the EPUB. And I was like, what the fuck? So I almost bought The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, but why did I buy the Annie Arnaud book? See, I'm gonna be like, Arnaud. I'm saying a French name in a Japanese katakana way because I can't say it in the English way closest to French way. Someone who is French, please tell me how I'm supposed to pronounce this name. Shout out to her for winning the Nobel Prize. Shout out to poor white French authors, people who came from the working class. Like, they were really disrupting the bourgeoisie French literature world, the bourgeoisie French world in general, the bourgeoisie European world in general. Like, I think often we think like places that intersect are just like gender and race and religion. And I think often class, because we live in a capitalist society, is purposely dismissed and overlooked. But I'm really like very into these like author, like there's 3 French authors that are writing, like they're all like white people who are talking about like the working class in France. And that's Edouard Louis, Annie Arnaud. I can't say it. Oh my god, I sound insane. And The Return to Reims, Reims. It's like Didier Herbson or something. The book is in my bag. I don't want to get it right now. So those 3 authors, they're all like kind of very similar about what they write about, and I really got into that because I read The End of Eddie, and then I read Happening last night. This is the little one that talks about she got the Nobel, which covers up this ugly, now an award-winning film thing. Like, oh my god, why did they write that? Put a sticker so I could take it off. Like, why would you do that? And I love like all the books are this 7 Stories press, like have the very similar like font and setup, and they look so pretty together on the bookshelf at the bookstore. And so I read Happening, and I didn't read the little backstory. Maybe I read it and I just like completely forgot about it or something, because I was like, I did not like, I went into it pretty blind, and I was like, wow, like I get why she got the Nobel. Like, and like as I was saying earlier, like bring back short books, because like we like these giant books, these like 300-page books even, like they're not everything in the world. Like, to be able to write so concisely and to create such a mindset to allow the reader to know exactly what you thought and felt, and why you thought and felt the way you did because of your background, because of where you came from, the setting, like why she felt this way about getting an abortion as coming from a working class background, coming as a woman, you know, like why she felt those things. Like, I was really like, it's very concise, but it really brings you into her thinking. And some people can write huge books and it takes them like the whole book for you to get into their thinking, but to write this like under 100 pages and to bring you into her, like her way of thinking, like it is amazing. It is really amazing. And I'm like, if she does this like successfully while talking about different topics and different people for every single book, I'm like, you have such a control over your words and sentences and everything. Like, I'm like I see the why people get the Nobel. Like, and people go like, oh, another white woman got the Nobel. Like, let's be honest, not only one woman get the Nobel. And like the intersection of class, you know, I think class warfare for real. We need that. Like, it's kind of crazy everyone's gonna be like, you just say the most batshit stuff and like not backing up where you're whatever. Also, my phone is probably gonna die by the end of this video. But like, to talk about class, it's just like the small ways class like bleeds into everything she talks about gang and abortion. Really, like, you really become aware of this kind of like part of, because I did not come from like a working class French background and not from a working class background at all. Like, you become aware of all these things that you did not know about, and like, you learn a lot. And like, often the people who get to write books, get to publish books, get their stories told class-wise are not people from a working class background. And it's like the end of Eddie, like why he left the town he lived in and how he left the town he lived in, and like the stories he was able to tell and the stories about the people he was able to tell, and it's like and he felt like, I have to tell these stories. And you feel that same like need from her about to tell these stories, because like, if they don't, nobody is going to tell these kinds of stories. And many authors feel that way, and it's terrible. It's just like, but at the same time, it's like like that's the power of literature. Like, how else are we going to learn about some of these things, It's really like, damn. And then I read such like stupid books that are just like about the most like bourgeoisie, like people who have no problems with their life, like Carlo Quadrosgar. Like, does that man work a single day? Yes, he does work, but like, does anybody in his life work? All they do is go to cafes and write and then bitch and then complain and then be like, damn, why do I have a family? I love my family, but I also kind of can't stand my family because I'm writing, but I also love my family because they help shape my writing and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, but something about him. Very handsome man too. Very handsome man. Everyone's like, okay, Cassidy, all your celebrity crushes are old dudes with white hair. And I'm like, but all the people I like in real life, not old dudes with white hair, because that's weird. All those people on Grindr with white hair, nope. Delete the chats. Delete those chats. Anyways, it's almost 8 minutes. I'm gonna put this back on my bookshelf. It's right over here, right next to my table, so I get to see all my books. Now my books are organized by height instead of alphabetical order, so it drives me fucking insane. Anyways, but I'm gonna read that other French working class guy book. I might talk about in my next video. But so excited to read A Man's Place. So excited to do the crossword when I have time, just for fun. I might carry it around in my bag and keep a pencil with me or something. Also, I read like nothing last month because I was stressed over moving and I couldn't focus. And then I read Happening last night in like all in one sitting, and I was like, I can read again. And I was just like, I was so happy. I was so changed. I was like, oh my god, I could do it. I was so happy. It's so long. I need to shower like really badly. The pollen, bruh. The fucking look at my bracelet. The pollen. The pollen. Oh my god. I need to take my meds again too. I have so much shit to do. I have so much stuff to read. I have so many things to do related to school and friends and people and family and like. But you know what I do? I have fun with people. I try to have fun with people. Try not to take it too seriously, but I also do try to take it seriously. That's the like, yeah, that's the big thing. Like, take it, but don't take it too crazy, because then you'll just explode. I have so many books I need to read. One day I will read In Search of Lost Time. Like, it will happen to me, and then I will be transformed, and then I would be like, and then everyone would be like, who is the greatest author of all time? I'll be like Marcel Proust, because that bitch can write. Shout out to gay people. Shout out to Marcel Proust for being gay. And shout out to him for wearing fur coats when he went out and looking amazing. Like, okay, he was asthmatic, he was gay, and he wore fur coats. Like, amazing. Three things. Love that man. Like, ugh. I have this also Men on Men book that I need to show the other books that I got. Next video. I got this Men on Men fiction book that I found at this kind of bookstore, and I was like, I'm getting this. Anything that says Men on Men, that is for me. A man who's on men. A man who's on a man. I don't be men on No, I'm not the man who's under the man. I'm the man on the man. I'm talking so loud. My neighbor's supposed to hate me, bro. I be blasting freestyle at like all hours of the night, and they probably gonna complain about me at one point, and then be like, and the apartment guy is probably gonna come up and be like, stop playing music so loud, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, if you got to this far in the video, thank you. I'm probably gonna make pomegranate vinegar after I shower, and then I'm gonna read some of that book, and then I'm gonna wake up at 8 o'clock and take my trash out tomorrow, and I'm gonna do a billion things tomorrow. Am I really gonna do a billion things? I'm gonna do like a million, because usually when I try to do a billion, I end up doing a million, or I do a billion and I'm exhausted. But I have to go out on Wednesday because I'm doing things with a friend on Wednesday. We're going to this melon float place. Well, they have a bunch of different flavors, like a soda float place. They've gone with another trans guy, but this person isn't trans. Well, maybe not trans guy though. Well, I don't think so. But yeah. Also, a new sweater from the Everything is 700 yen store. Yeah. My phone just was like, you're at 10% or something. So whatever. Maybe this is one of the longest videos I did. I'm just like from today. So I have so much shit to do. So much shit to do. But you know what? School doesn't start for like another month. And then if you have graduation, I'm gonna go to graduation because one of my friends is graduating. You know who you are. Yeah, I will do a room tour because I want to talk about my room so bad because it's amazing in here. I love it. And I'm so happy I can have people come over and nobody needs to know. And I don't have a stupid sign outside my building that says no man entrance. Like, that's so stupid. You know, my friend said, he was like, it's a co-ed world. And I'm like, it's a co-ed world. It's a co-ed world. It's literally a co-ed world. Why? Everyone's gonna be like, we need gender separated things for blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what the world is? A co-ed world. Everyone's like, that goes against this and this. And I'm like, okay, I'm not like fighting your religious views, but I'm fighting the stupid rule that we couldn't have men over in my girls' dorm. As a man who's in a girls' dorm, it's a co-ed world. Did men come over to my dorm? Yes. Were there men that other people brought over? Yes. Okay. See, I could rant about everything. Give me a topic. I'll do like a 15-minute video. Literally, why don't I have TED Talks? Everyone should pay me because I can talk. I have an opinion on fucking everything. Because I'm what? A Gemini. Maybe that's not why. Maybe I have other problems, but being a Gemini is not a problem though. It's a boost. It's a positive. It's an amazing thing in my life. Okay. Do you have a question? If you like Pokemon, what is your favorite Pokemon? If you like non-English, I hate that term. I hate works in translation, works translated to English, like world literature. Like, oh, so is English literature not world literature? Is American literature not world literature? Is this literature not world like all those terms? So we need to problematize the fuck out of them. Okay? So problematic. We could be using other words. We could be, every time we use those words, we need to be like, it's problematic because this is this, but we still want to use it because it says this is this. But at the same time, like, anyways, those type of world literature and translation, you know, things that haven't been translated much, those kinds of authors, who is your favorite? I really want to, not my favorite right now, but I really want to read more Clarice Lispector. Beautiful woman, amazing writer from what I've read, but I just could not get into the book that I was reading, Near to the Wild Heart. At the time, I could not get into it. Probably something going on in my life, and that's why I couldn't get into it. But I really want to read more of it. Like, I want to read more Marcel Proust. Like, is Marcel Proust world literature? But he's French, and he's part of, like, the literary canon, even though he's French. And then we make all these, so is every single Japanese, right? World literature? Is everyone from the, like, non-Europe, non-British in America world literature? Stupid. Very fucking stupid. I said fucking like a billion times. No monetization for this video. Okay. Anyways, it's almost 25 minutes, so I'm gonna go. 1, 2, okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.